I think she stole the rabbit tablet from the library because the rabbit tablet is now in her inventory. Our toddler already has the makings of a kleptomaniac, apparently. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of our short lifespan legacy in which every generation is a different game pack or expansion pack in The Sims 4. We are currently on the second generation. Well, actually, we're kind of in between generations. The second generation was Outdoor Retreat, and our sim Basil in our last episode finished his aspiration for the camping and doing all of that. But we also had some drama in the last episode when his partner, Britney, who was the hermit of Granite Falls, decided that she couldn't handle being a parent and she left. Now, if you've been watching this series, you know that Britney moved in with Basil after we thought Britney was pregnant with Basil's child. Come to find out, the baby wasn't Basil's. It was a land grabs. But Basil stepped up, took on the role of father, and has been raising Calla completely as his own. Well, a little while later, Brittany did in fact get pregnant with Basil's biological child, and they had a baby girl named Clementine. So in our last episode, Basil took Calla camping because camping is his passion. It was Brittany's passion as well, and he wanted Calla to experience all of that. When he got back, he discovered that Brittany had left, and his sister was there, and Clementine was kind of on her own. Clementine is currently an infant. If we hop over into our game, we will see that Basil is awake. It's Monday morning. He is gonna get breakfast started for everybody. Calla has school today. How about you make some pancakes? And if we look at the calendar, it is Clementine's birthday today. So she will be aging up into a toddler today. I don't know if we'll get to Calla aging up into a teenager. We'll just kind of see how things go. But Basil is basically done. He has completed the outdoor enthusiast aspiration, which he needed to do, and he has maxed the herbalism skill, which he also needed to do. As also, according to the rules, he's supposed to go camping every week. He and Calla took a little camping trip for the two of them, so he has been camping. We'll keep camping, probably. He'll start to take the girls out with him. The one thing we have not yet done is complete the insects collection. We're gonna give it a try, but I'm not gonna kill myself trying to do that. We found 15 out of 21 of the insects, and they're kind of tedious to find, but we can keep trying when they go camping to see if we can collect them all. But who knows? With the girls now being in school, their camping trips are likely going to be relegated to the weekend for the most part. Now, Basil doesn't have a job. Brittany brought a lot of money, and he's got quite a substantial herb garden going, so he's basically just selling his herbs at this point and using the money that Brittany had. I think what he'll do is he'll take that money that Brittany brought, he'll probably give it to Clementine, because Clementine is the get to work generation. And for get to work, we have to either complete one of the active careers or run a business. I've never run a business, so I'm kind of thinking that that's what I'm going to do. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below as to what you think we should do with Clementine. Because this is short lifespan, so even though she's only an infant, we're going to have to start thinking about what she's going to do real soon. Okay, Calla is up. She is the oldest. She is a land grab child. She is evil. She did age up with a top-notch infant trait, so that was good for her. And she is a rambunctious scamp and will be going to school today. She does have her homework done. And then we have Clementine over here, who is, holy stink, and also asleep at the moment. She is a wiggly infant, and like I said, she will be aging up into a toddler today. We'll say infants in base game, not my favorite, and I'm real glad I'm playing this on short lifespan. Oh, and we have gotten the pop-up that it is, in fact, Clementine's birthday. So when she wakes up, I think we will age her up into a toddler. It'll give Basil a little something to do. He is out now tending to his garden and getting that sorted while Calla is getting herself ready for school. Calla has headed off to school. Clementine is now awake and quite dirty and filthy. So I think we're gonna let Basil give her a bottle and then give her a bath, and then we will get her aged up. PE class. Calla's PE class gets to run laps, lots of them, to build their stamina and lung capacity. She is mostly through the first lap when she notices a gap under the bleachers, just the right size for a little rest. Would coach notice if she sat out a few laps? I think because Calla likes fitness and she is also a rambunctious scamp, we're gonna say keep running. Calla glances around and decides it's too risky, but imagining that cool shade helps her pick up a little speed. Calla finishes all her laps with a new personal best time, and she got a small performance gain, so it was good that she kept running. And now that Clementine is done with her bath, we're gonna go ahead and let Basil age her up into a toddler. So let's get that done for her. All right, Clementine has aged up. She has also got the top-notch infant trait. So she is top-notch. This infant has been loved and well cared for, which will help them maintain a positive outlook on life. And since we don't have any traits or anything like that kind of laid out in the rules for this challenge for what this generation is going to be, I think we're going to randomize her infant trait and see what we get from that, because I just don't have anything that's like coming to mind for traits. You can also let me know in the comments below, what traits do you think someone from the Get to Work generation would have? I think we're going to have her run a retail store. We need to have her get abducted by aliens. So that's another part of it. And we have some bonuses of having an alien baby or marrying a coworker. So she's going to have an observatory or use the observatory. And we're going to have a retail store. Those are kind of the two main things that we're going to be focusing on with this gen. So I'm not sure that anything in particular sticks out for me for her trait. Maybe independent, because she would have some ambitiousness about her to like run a store. She would be very curious. So inquisitive could work because she's, using the observatory a lot. But let me just randomize 3 times and see if one of these comes up in any of those. And if it does, we'll pick that one. I'm thinking either independent or inquisitive. But if we randomize 1, 2, 3. Okay, inquisitive did come up. So let's pick inquisitive for Clementine. I do think that that makes sense. And we now have a toddler in Clementine. We are going to need to give her a makeover as well as get rid of the infant bed and get a toddler bed for her. So let's do that. We have given Clementine a makeover. I see a lot of Basil in her features, so it'll be interesting to see how she looks as she continues to age and to grow up. But this is Clementine in her everyday outfit, her formal wear, her sleepwear, her party wear, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather wear. So she is made over and ready to go. Okay, so we also need to get the room adjusted here for her. And I think we can go ahead and just delete the crib at this point because we are not going to have any more children. All right, so we now have a toddler bed, we have a potty, we still have the blocks, and then we have some toys for her to play with. And she is playing in the toilet, of course she is. That's great. Let's maybe not do that one. We'll have Basil come and start doing some teaching with her. Think he can teach. Oh, did she pooping her pants? She didn't even have to go to the bathroom, I didn't think. Oh wait, maybe, okay. She did not poop her pants, I guess. I guess she just had a little bit of gas. But he's gonna teach her some basic needs, and then we'll go ahead and get him started on potty training her as well. If we can get her fully potty trained, that would be good. We'll see how we do with her skills. Short lifespan just doesn't give us a lot of times to get toddlers prepared to be children, but we'll do the best that we can. And she's going to be our heir, so we want to put in like a good effort. Right, flashcards are done. We are coming in to give her a bit of a potty training experience. Basil did not want children initially, but after Calla arrived, he really took to her quite well. And then he kind of was thinking he wanted a child that was biologically his. So even though initially he wasn't excited about the girls coming into his life, he's really turned a corner and really embraced it. And now he's a single father, much like his own father was. His mom died right after his youngest brother Birch was born. And so he was raised just by his dad, Gavin. And now it's kind of all come full circle for Basil. And he's doing the same thing with his girls. Okay, so Brittany has called Basil, and he hasn't really heard from her since they had their falling out, and he confronted her about leaving and like leaving Clementine with his sister and not telling him and all of that. But she's called him and said, "It's good to hear your voice, Basil. I wanted to ask you if I should get to know Alexander Ochoa a little better as a friend. They seem like a good company." And I think Basil is feeling a little uneasy about this interaction. And so I think he'd just be like, to be honest, I'm not sure, because he doesn't know how to handle this situation himself. All right, Kala is back home from school. Let's let her get a little bit of a snack because she's a little hungry after school. Today was school picture day. Hopefully Kala remembered. If not, well, hopefully she didn't forget to smile. Oh no. She had a bummer of a school day. Ever had one of those days at school where you felt like you just needed a hug? And she's feeling embarrassed from a strained image from the school picture. Kala spilled something on her shirt and pretty sure it shows up. Oh no. So she's having a little snack. She does want to practice typing for 4 hours. They don't have a computer, and I kind of feel like they wouldn't, because there's so much of their focus is on the outdoors. So I'm thinking that maybe we have Kala head off to the library and she can practice her typing skill. How is Clementine doing? She's doing okay. So maybe they could all go off to the library. Oh wait, this is that Alexander Ochoa guy that Brittany called and wanted to know if she should get to know better. And now he's standing outside of the house. That's interesting. I wonder if there is like something developing there and he's like kind of checking things out for Brittany. Like maybe he's spying to see how Basil is doing and how the girls are doing. I don't know. But let's head off to the library so Kala can work on some typing. They live in Newcrest, and we do have a library that I put down here in Newcrest, so let's just stay in the neighborhood and head over there, and we'll all go. Oh, and there is toddler stuff here. Awesome. Okay, so we can send Clementine in to play on the Wabbit tablet, and then Kala can find a computer that she can practice typing on. Maybe upstairs? Yeah, upstairs. All right, we'll send her up here so she can practice typing, and maybe Basil can come and he'll play some chess because he does enjoy playing chess. We'll just kind of let everybody hang out at the library for today. Oh, this isn't typing, that's playing a video game. You're supposed to be typing. Practice typing, Kala. And where'd you find this laptop? Maybe she checked out a laptop. Maybe they had laptops that they could check out. So let's get her practicing her typing like she's supposed to be doing and not playing video games. She will have to get her homework done as well, but let's work on this for her aspiration for her. I don't think she'll get it all done today because it's already 6 p.m. and she wants to practice for 4 hours, and that would take us to 10 p.m. and that would be a little bit late. Oh, Blossom is here. Blossom is Basil's twin. And they really did kind of go through a lot together. Maybe we can have Blossom come and play a game with us and they can play some chess together. She's probably checking on him and seeing how he's doing with Brittany having left and him raising the girls on his own. And I think he'd reassure her that he is actually doing okay and that the girls are doing okay. You know, Clementine is now in her toddler years and it's a little bit tough at times, but he's doing okay with all of it. Oh, she's angry now because she's tired. Oh dear. Can she? You know what? She can nap in this chair. Let's send her over to nap in that chair while they finish what they're doing. And maybe when Kala's a little farther practicing her typing, we'll have them go home because they're all kind of getting hungry too, and Basil can make some dinner for everybody. We'll let him finish his game of chess with Blossom. I think it's gonna do him some good to kind of catch up with his sister a little bit. They've finished their game, and Kala has practiced typing for about 2 hours, so we're gonna send them home. We'll let Basil get some dinner ready for the girls. Kala can work on her homework, and Clementine, well, she may be sleeping. I think she stole the Wabbit tablet from the library because the Wabbit tablet is now in her inventory. Our toddler already has the makings of a kleptomaniac, apparently. Basil made some spaghetti for dinner, so everybody is kind of getting ready to eat their dinner, and then it's going to be off to bed for the girls because Kala does have school in the morning, and Clementine just has a busy day of being a toddler. Okay, very nice. Clementine is now level 2 of the potty skill, so she can go potty on her own. Basil won't have to pay as close attention to her with that, but it is time to get her off to bed. It's very late. Everyone needs to sleep. Wait, Basil is awake and having a really bad time. Sims who are exposed to things they dislike for extended periods of time will slowly be driven mad. Try surrounding them with things they prefer instead. What did he do that he didn't like? He doesn't like handiness. Did he do something with handiness? Oh, he doesn't like electronica music. I don't know what he's upset about. Go take an angry poop and settle yourself down. It's like 4 in the morning. I don't know what your deal is, but you need to calm down. And then maybe take a cold shower. When did you do handiness that you're angry about? I don't know. He's upset. Right, Kala is now up. She is finishing up her homework from last night. And let's have Basil come and help her because I think he would help her with her homework and help make sure that she was understanding everything and make sure that she was getting it all done so that when she goes to school, she can get good grades. She is evil, so she might not care a whole lot, but Basil is going to put in the effort. Okay, Britney is called back and said, "Thank you for suggesting I hang out with Alexander Ochoa. We had a spectacular time." He didn't actually suggest that she hang out with her. He just said that he didn't know. And then we saw Alexander lurking outside the house. So I do wonder if Brittany's friendship with this Alexander person might not have something to do with like her being able to send somebody to kind of keep an eye on things with Basil. And I don't know, maybe she's like jealous and afraid that Basil's going to get involved in another relationship. Maybe she's just wanting to see how the girls are doing. It's hard to say, but I kind of think that there might be something a little bit questionable with whatever that friendship that she wanted was. Bella has come back home from school. She now has a B, so this is great for her. But she had an annoying school day. Teachers can be so annoying sometimes. Okay, Clementine has reached thinking level 3. Oh, and she looks like she needs some potty and some sleep. So we'll let her go potty and then maybe Basil can read her to bed. Kala is doing better in school. She is doing her homework. Basil has grilled some burgers for everybody. So there's just like a lot happening at the moment. Basil is reading Clementine to sleep because it is getting close to toddler bedtime and she is off to sleep. And Basil really has come a long way and just embraced the parenting thing. Like, yeah, it can be hard at times, but he loves these girls so much and he would do anything for them. Is actually not doing terribly with her skills. She's got thinking and communication to level 3. She's working right now on her imagination. She's playing with a toy. She will age up in game tomorrow, so I'm not sure that we're gonna get them all to 3, which is, usually my goal with toddlers is that I get them all to 3 before they age up into a child. I'm not sure we're gonna make it, but we're close. We're putting in a valiant effort. Kala has had another successful day at school. She's come home and she's getting her homework done right away because she really would like to go back to the library and keep practicing her typing. And Basil knew that the last time that they went to the library, she got a little bit distracted playing video games. So he was like, you need to get your homework done first and then we can go. And I want to see how close we can get for her to finish her rambunctious scamp aspiration. I want to see if we can get that completed for her. Kellis finished her homework, and as Basil promised, they are going to head back over to the library so she can practice her typing a little bit. She's feeling inspired. She had a good day at school. She's had a rough couple of days, so the fact that she's had a good day, we're going to take as a win. And Blossom is here once again, so they are hanging. Oh my gosh, there's a pregnant person without pants. Oh goodness. Okay, let's change our view. All right, there's a pregnant pantsless person here. Clementine is just kind of wandering about. Her movement skill is one that she still needs a little bit of work on, so she's just kind of going for a little wander about. Kala is in here working away. She's reached level 5 of the motor skill, and she needs to practice typing now for 2 more hours, so I think we should be able to accomplish that for her. Oh, Britney is here. She's kind of like being very lurky and kind of just stalking around, wanting to know what is going on with everybody. So she's come here. Maybe she had heard that this is where Basil was going, but she is now here. I don't think Basil knows. And the girls definitely don't know. You know, Kalla's in here working away on her typing and practicing that for school. Basil grilled some tofu dogs for everybody. Clementine has wandered back into the kids' playroom and has her kitty out, and that is what she is playing with now. And she reached imagination level 3. All right, and Kella has now practiced typing for 4 hours, so I think with that, it's getting a little bit late. We're gonna send them back home. It's a good trip to the library. Lots of good things got accomplished, minus the little bit of Britney stalking and the person without pants. Ooh, Kalla's class is going on a field trip to the planetarium today. That should be exciting for Kalla. She is out here playing on the monkey bars a little bit before school. So for the last part of her aspiration, she wants to make it across the monkey bars 3 times, which she's obviously done. Oh, it's time for her to go on her field trip, so she's gonna head off. She also wants to earn high score on the typing game and then max her motor skill. So I think another trip to the library after school might be in order for them to help her get that achieved. Ooh, Clementine has reached movement level 3, and Basil has now reached level 6 of the gardening skill. Clementine is so close. She just needs to max her potty skill, and she'll have gotten all of her skills to level 3, which is good. We are in favor of this for her. She will be aging up sometime in game today, so if we could get her pottying before that, maybe Basil can help her. She's at 69% of her potty skill, and she is nowhere near needing to go potty right now. After a bit of a nap, Clementine woke up needing to potty, so Basil is in here. She can use the potty on her own, but he's in here helping her because we're trying to get that skill done. Hopefully she'll have to go potty like maybe one more time before she's gonna age up. Oh, she is very, very close. Okay, I think we can do it. I think we can get her potty skill done. Oh my goodness. Britney has now called Basil and said, "Hey Basil, I think I have a crush on Lloyd Irving. Do you think it's worth a try?" This is going to be really hard for Basil because he really did love and care for Britney, and he loved and cared for the girls. And she left him and left the girls because she couldn't handle the parenting. But the feelings never really went away. And so for her to call him and be like, "Hey, I have a crush on someone," it's going to be something really hard for him, especially since Kalla was actually from somebody else. And Britney was kind of naive and inexperienced. She didn't really know what was going on when she was seduced by the land grab person. But now she's kind of got a little bit more wisdom in the world. And so I think Basil would be like, "You know what? You should think about this for yourself because I'm not going to help you make these decisions. You've done enough. You do what you need to do." Kalla has come home from school and she has gotten an A now. So that is great for her. She's still in her school. Oh, I guess she's still on her field trip. She hasn't quite made it home yet, but her grades did go up. She is now an A student. That's going to make Basil very proud. All right, now Kalla is back from her field trip. She's feeling happy from her good grades, from trusting the universe, but she was bored. Passing planets from a field trip to the planetarium. The planetarium wasn't Kalla's favorite field trip, but it had its moments. So she was, you know, maybe she didn't enjoy that quite as well. But she does want to earn a high score on the typing game, and she's going to be aging up into a teenager tomorrow. Clementine is going to have a birthday a little bit later today, sometime. So let's get them over to the library one last time so that we can maybe get that high score, and kind of maybe Clementine can also max her potty skill because she's really close with that. So let's send them off and try and get a few things accomplished at the library one last time. I think Kalla's excited. She's finally here and getting to play some video games and do that. And yes, it's like educational and it's like practicing her typing skills, but she is happy because, you know, she tried to sneak and play video games when they were here before, but she was supposed to be practicing her typing, and now she's getting to do both. Kalla reached level 7 of the motor skill. She still hasn't quite gotten her high score yet, but she is working on it. And feeling happy because she's near misery. Somebody must be having a bad time, and she's feeling happy about it with her kind of maniacal laughing that she has happening right now. I love how Basil is out here just like grilling all of the things. Oh my gosh, it's Christina Strong. So Christina was the first person he met in Granite Falls. And she's found him and she's come up to him and he's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing?" And they're sitting down and they're chatting together. So he's like, how are things going for you? And she's like, things are going really well for me. I've moved in, I've settled down. I've had a few embarrassing moments. But I'm doing okay. How are you? I don't know why they're sitting like this, but Basil's telling her, I still really enjoy camping quite a bit, and I still think about, meeting you there, and I'm glad that I got to see you and catch up with you. And while they're talking, Clementine has maxed her potty skill, so this is good. Oh, and they've now gained a sentiment with each other? Closer from happy memories. I'm glad that Basil has kind of run into Christina here, and he's kind of had a chance to chat with her and catch up. He has been through a lot with Britney and everything that happened there and now raising the girls. And, it's nice of him to have found Christina. And she's maybe developed a bit of a loner. She feels safe with him and she trusts him, and it doesn't bother her that he is around. And Kala has had the high score of Keyboard Commander, so she has completed that. She's now level 8 of the movement skill. So we're gonna go ahead and head home with them. And we will be getting the pop-up very soon. I think that it will be Clementine's birthday. So I think with all of the success that we've had in the library, knowing that Clementine is going to be aging up really, really soon, we are going to wrap up today's episode here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about Clementine. She's going to be the get to work generation. So her options are to either complete one of the active careers, which honestly I don't think we're going to be able to do on short lifespan because there's just not enough time to do those, and those can take a little bit longer. I've also played all of those before and experienced all of them. I don't know, besides the scientist career, that I've ever maxed any of them. Definitely maxed the scientist career, but I've never run a retail store. So let me know in the comments below what you think Clementine should do. Also, give me an idea of some traits that you think might work for her. She's going to have to complete either one of those careers or run a retail store. And then the other part is to have her get abducted by aliens. So those are like the two main things that she's going to have to do for her generation. So if you have any ideas of traits, drop them in the comments below. I think ambitious is going to be one of her traits because it's kind of a career-driven expansion. So I think that that one makes sense. But give me some ideas. She's going to be aging up into a child in the next episode. We're going to have to start picking some traits for her. So let me know and drop that in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!